Which side are you on? This is the Daily Dozen, presented by Champions Round.
What is to Dozen? As always, joined by Trell Jones. Trell, we got a great national TV game. We're doing a one-game special Daily Dozen before we get into our announcement tomorrow, which is going to be that we're going to have a paid Daily Dozen. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. We're super excited about it. But the last fully free version, we're doing one game, Cardinals versus Braves. You excited for this one?
Yes, bro. Very excited. This is going to be a huge game, huge matchup, and I can't wait to watch it, to be honest.
All right, so we have Miles Mikolas versus Max Fried on the bump, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, which is exactly when you have to lock in your picks for the Daily Dozen today. This game is nationally televised on ESPN, which will be awesome. Terrell has a very interesting angle, given the fact that it's on national television. We'll get into that one in a little bit, but why don't we throw up the props? Braves, Nationals. Nope, Braves, Cardinals. Cardinals versus Braves, total runs, 8.5. All right, why don't we jump right into why you believe that this one may be headed for an over here on national television.
Yeah, it's national TV overs. When the game's on national television, they want it to be as exciting as possible. You want as many fireworks as you possibly can. And also, what I want to say about this total, Miles Mikolas and Max Fried are both aces. They both have sub-2, like maybe mid-2 ERAs, and this total is set at 8.5, 9 on some books. This is way too high. I think they know that it's going over, and that's why it's set so high. So I think that we're going to see it over in this one, even though these two pitchers are absolutely studs. We will probably see it over in this one.
All right, so let's go through a couple stats here. Mikolas, 2.61 ERA. Fried coming in at 2.66, so right in the middle of the pack in the twos. These are both what you said. They're both aces, absolutely elite pitchers on the bump for both teams. However, let's go to what I love using, which is the public money versus the sharp money here.
Yeah.
23% of the bets, 67% of the money is on the over of 8.5. It has crept up to 9. It is over 9 plus 100 at BetMGM right now. So I think that Trell might be onto something here. We may be onto a little national TV over come 4 p.m. Pacific tonight. Love that angle. All right, should we jump into the specific team props?
Let's get it.
Cardinals, total runs, 3.5. What are you thinking?
The Cardinals got absolutely wrecked yesterday. I was actually on the Cardinals, and they had so many opportunities to score runs on top of runs. They kept hitting us to double plays and things of that nature. So I think this number is much too low, especially if I'm going to be on the over in this game. I'm going to take the over total 3.5 total runs for the St. Louis Cardinals today.
All right, so if we're on the over 8.5, I think that I have to be on the over for total runs 3.5. Like you, I was on the Cardinals yesterday, and they got absolutely shellacked. So hopefully they have a little bit of a bounce back spot today. Looking at the odds right now, plus 155 at BetMGM. 47% of bets, 80% of the money. That's a plus 33 coming on the Cardinals. So we might be leaning into the Cardinals once again today to take out Max Fried and the Braves in Atlanta. Speaking of Atlanta, total runs 3.5 for them as well. You can get a 4.5 that's more even. The 3.5 has now been juiced. So the over on the 3.5 is like minus 175 at this point.
I think taking Braves team total under is almost criminal. I don't even know if you should have, you should be free after taking that. The Braves home run hitting central. You have Ronald Acuna. As soon as he gets on base, he's going to steal all the way to third. He might steal home if you let him. That's all he does. The guy steals bags like it's just the most normal thing ever. I'm going to take the Braves over 3.5 runs. I would be nervous the entire game taking them under. A three-run shot could come at any time. A grand slam could come. It's the Braves. They hit it out the park. So give me the over total 3.5 total runs.
Yeah, so I think the fact that we're on the Cardinals, we would want to take the total under runs here.
Yeah.
However, given the fact that it's 4.5 in the market, this on Daily Dozen, we're almost giving you a freebie with a free run here. Total runs 3.5. So I'll take the over 2. We're going to need a lot of runs in this game. Hit all these overs.
We could see 6-4, 7-5, things of that nature. Those aren't uncommon final scores, and it sails over and the team gets their win.
All right, that's what we need. We need the Cardinals badly. All right, first 5 innings, total runs, 4.5. We sailing on the over here, or are we going to bet on maybe the bullpens get involved?
Yeah, here's where it gets shaky. But the stat that the historical stat is that the most runs in MLB games come in the first inning. That's why people like talk bad on Nerfies and things like that. I'm still going to take the first 5 innings over 4.5 total runs, because even if it's 3-2 after the first 5, that doesn't mean you pull your aces out the game. It's not like they're getting lit up. There's just a few runs that cross the plate. So I would still take the over 4.5 first 5. I know a lot of people are going to be on the under because of this pitching matchup, but this number's too high. It should be like maybe 3.5 or something like that with these two types of pitchers. It's almost like they're gifting us an over.
So I kind of get what you're going for here, and I kind of like it. Everybody's going to be on the under here with this 4.5, given the fact that you got 2 aces on the bump. We're already on the over for the full game, so you know what? Screw it. Why not? Let's go with the over 4.5 the first 5 innings.
Let's go.
All right, let's jump into some more props. Miles McCullough's total outs recorded, 17.5. This gets us to 5 2/3 innings. Let's go through his last 6 starts. 5.1, 6, 6.1, 8.2, 8, and 5. Kind of been all over the place. He had a great stretch where he was going into the 9th in 2 of his last 5 games, but last game he only got to 16 outs. Which way do we think it was going to break tonight?
There's 2 sides to this. If we want the Cardinals to win, we're going to need Miles Mikolas to go a little bit longer, which means that he's kept the Braves at bay if he goes longer. But if we want this over, we're gonna want him to get lit up just a little bit, not too much, get lit up just a little bit to the point where he comes out a little bit early, maybe at the start of the 5th inning, he's out of there, things like that. So I am going to gamble a little bit here and take the under 17.5 outs.
I am going to go, man, this is tough because I'm trying to think of what we need versus what I think is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
I think he's going to end up at exactly 6 innings pitched, which gets us to 18 outs. So I'm going to take the over. As always, when you're playing these total outs recorded, the value is probably on the under here, but I can't help myself. I got to take the over. I'm rooting for the Cardinals too hard here, so I'm going to go for the over. I think it gets to 18.
I agree. I have to be a little logical and get, if the Cardinals don't win, got to hit some other things. So yeah,
for sure. All right, let's get Max total recorded 18.5. So this puts us into the 6th inning. Pitching past the 6th inning, let's look up at his past couple of starts. Max Fried, 7 innings last time, 6.2, 7, 5.2, 6, and 8. However, he's finished at exactly 6 innings pitched, exactly on the dot, 18 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times thus far this season, which is an impressive record. So I'm going to take the under. I think he exactly goes to 6 innings as well.
This one's simple for me. I'm going to take the under here. If we're hoping for a Cardinals win, again, we're going to hope that they put the bat on the baseball, get some hits, get some runs, which means Max Fried, early exit. He doesn't pitch too long. Give me the under 18.5 total recorded outs. Total outs recorded.
All right. Let's get to the next one. Miles McCullough's total strikeouts, 5.5. Which way are you leaning on this one?
Oh, I'll make this simple. I think he's going to land at 5 exactly. I think it's going to be more of a trap. I think that the Braves, even if they don't get hits or don't hit home runs, I think they're going to put the bat on the baseball, but pop outs, ground outs, double plays, things like that. I'm going to take the under 5.5 strikeouts here.
All right. 1, 9, 3, 6, 9, 4 in his last ones. I'm going to go the under 2. I think that 4 or 5 is probably the right number here, despite the fact that I hope that he's going to end up going 6 innings. But we can get a lot of fly balls, a lot of ground balls. We don't need all the strikeouts.
Well, if you think about it, that's typically what you want. You'd rather have the fly balls and the ground ball out, because if you're trying to strike out a bunch of guys, your pitch count is going to go through the roof.
Absolutely. All right, Max Fried total strikeouts 6.5. Which way are you leaning on this one?
I'm going to go under. I think he lands at about 5 or 6 here as well. The Cardinals have to have a sour taste in their mouth. They have to start hitting this ball. You've got the Nolan duo. You've got Goldie. You've got the speed of the contact and the speed of Tommy Edman, Juan Yepes. I mean, the Cardinals, they have the team to beat the Braves here. They have all the tools. They just got to put the bat in the baseball more, and I think that they will. I don't think Max Fried is striking out 7.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm going to take the under here. I actually think this might be one of my favorite plays of the day, especially since we're on the Cardinals and we're on some overs. I think the total strikeouts under 6.5 is a great bet. All right, 4 more on the board. Paul Goldschmidt, total bases 1.5. Obviously going up against Max Fried. What do you think?
It doesn't matter who he goes up against. He could get a home run in the 9th and cover the 1.5 total bases. Give me the over total bases, over 1.5 total bases. It's Goldie. I'd never take an under on him. I'd never take an under on Yordan Alvarez. Never take an under on Pete Alonso. Give me the over 1.5 total bases.
All right. I love this Goldschmidt over for a couple of reasons. One, we're on the over. Two, we're on the Cardinals. Three, 327 lifetime against left-handers with a 432 on base percentage, slugging 606.
Yep.
Not too shabby for your boy.
Boy, he's a
also,
dog. Gold Glover. He's a dog.
The only thing that I'll say towards the under is a little scary. Paul Goldschmidt career versus Max Fried 0 for 7.
That's going to change today. I bet against those type of trends. I don't run with them. I run against them. I go against them.
All right. Ronald Acuna total hits. All he needs is 1.
I mean, it's Ronald Acuna, bro. He's gonna get a hit. It's gonna be a single in the shallow left field. Then he's gonna get on first, then he's gonna steal second, and then he's either gonna steal third or get caught stealing going to third.
He is
over half hit.
He is 3 of 12 lifetime against. 3 of 11 lifetime against McCullers. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 273 average. We're on the over here. Right? So. Yeah. We got to think that Acuna's going to get on base at least once, right?
Acuna's going to get a hit. I don't see him going without a hit. It's Ronald Acuna Jr. Like let's be real. He's gonna get a hit, even if it's just a little bloop shot or something that he hits to shortstop and he beats out the throw somehow. Things like that.
All right, let's get to the next one. Matt Olson, total bases 1.5.
I'm actually not a big fan of Matt Olson this year. I was a big fan of his when he was on the A's. Really like the guy. I'm not a big fan of him this year. I don't think his bat has been swinging all that well lately. Give me Matt Olson under 1.5 total bases.
I'm also on the under here. He has never faced McCullers in his career, but I do not think he's going to be able to get it done tonight. I think it's a bad matchup for him. All right, let's get to the last prop for Cardinals versus Braves Daily Dozen. Nolan Arenado, total hits. All you guys got to do is get 1.
He's going over. It's Nolan Arenado. Arenado. I like to say Arenado. Give me over total hits. I didn't have to think about this one. It's Nolan Arenado. The name tells it all. He's going to get a hit today. I don't care if it's a single, double. Hopefully it's a home run. Nolan Arenado, over total hits. That's easy. Everybody bet this one. Over.
So I think that we might have stumbled into a trend here on Cardinals hitters versus lefties because Goldie and Arenado smash. I'm looking at Arenado's stats versus lefties in his career right now. 700 plate appearances. So it's basically a full season worth of plate appearances. 1 full season.
I mean, they're both righties, right?
I know, but like these just 357, 420, 709 slugging, 50 home runs, 144 RBIs, and 697 plate appearances. That's basically a full season. That is absolutely nutso. He absolutely crushes lefties in his career versus Max Fried. Actually, not too great. 3 of 13, but I think he's going to get 1 tonight. We're on the Cardinals. We need this over to hit.
When you realize 3 of 13 isn't that bad, because 3 of 10 isn't that bad. Baseball is a sport where a 70% fail rate is considered amazing. It's crazy. It's the only sport that you can fail 70% of the time, and you're one of the greatest. So 3 of 13 isn't actually horrible. I know it's below 70%, but like it's not horrible.
231 average, 231 on base percentage. 231 on base percentage is trash.
It's not horrible though. You got a ton of guys in the league that are supposed to be. Max Muncy was just 187 average a couple days ago. He's one of the better hitters, one of the most powerful hitters. This year, the fun baseballs have been put away. That's why guys aren't hitting the ball. That's why the ball isn't flying out of the park as much as it should.
All right. Any other bets you're interested in for this slate today of MLB games?
I'm going back to the well as I've done the last 2 days. The White Sox have to get a win against the Twins. I have to bet on Lance Lynn today. He did good last game. So I'm hoping that, you know what I'm saying, we have an uptick here. So White Sox, give me the White Sox money line today. One more time. Lance Lynn against Mr. Joe Ryan, who's also a pretty good pitcher. Give me White Sox money line. We have to get a win against the Twins.
All right. Definitely on the Cardinals. I know that. I think that I'm going to end up on the Rockies at plus 270 on the money line, unfortunately, against my Dodgers. Red Sox, I love tonight against the Rays. And I think that I'm going to go back to the well on the Orioles here, who got a great win against the Rangers last night in extras. In terms of totals that I'm looking at, Yankees, Pirates under 8.5. Marlins, Angels. might have to look at that one a little bit more. Under 7, interestingly enough. We're on the over for the Cardinals and Braves. And then Twins White Sox over 8.5. Love that one too.
I haven't looked deep into a ton of games because I'm trying to like dial it back because yesterday was awful. White Sox got mashed. Cardinals got mashed. And I'm never staying up to watch another Rockies game on the road in my entire life. They're awful on the road. Awful. Same as last season. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get all of your picks on Chalkboard and on Discord, on our also. Tomorrow, Daily Dozen, paid version. It'll be out, God willing, and we'll have some spicy takes for tomorrow. You can win up to 100 times your entry fee. It costs $12 to enter. You can come home with 1,200 if you go 12 for 12. Would love to see somebody do it on day one. Until tomorrow, talk soon. Good luck with all your bets today. See you guys later.
Peace.